Ever thought about how a tiny mold can change the world? This is the story of penicillin, an amazing medical discovery. It showed up by accident and started a new time in medicine. A time when dangerous bacteria were no longer the biggest threats. Pretty awesome, right? This simple fungus changed healthcare and helped us fight many dangerous bacteria. It's been a quiet hero, quietly saving many lives over the years. Before penicillin, even small infections were big problems. Think about a time before we found penicillin, when even little infections could be really bad. Our story starts in 1928, in a really messy lab in Scotland. The lab belonged to a man named Alexander Fleming. He loved science and didn't mind his messy lab. After a little break, Fleming came back and saw something weird in his petri dishes that he had left out. There was a strange mold growing in a dish that had bad bacteria, but wherever this mold grew, the bad bacteria were gone. Fleming looked closer and found out the mold was called Penicillium notatum. This mold was special because it could get rid of bad bacteria. Fleming was really curious, so he didn't ignore this. He wanted to know how this mold fought bacteria. He loved science, and this made him find out more. He found out something really cool. This mold wasn't just killing bacteria, it was helping life. It made something called penicillin, and this could change how medicine works. Finding penicillin was really important. Penicillin was the first antibiotic, and it changed healthcare all over the world. It helped save many people's lives and changed how we think about medicine. When Fleming found this, he didn't know his mold juice was about to change the world, but it did change the world in ways people didn't expect and affected everyone. Moving to 1939, two scientists from Oxford, Howard Florey and Ernst Chain, found something more in Alexander Fleming's work. They saw that the mold juice Fleming found could be really useful. They wanted to make this mold juice into a medicine that everyone could use. This was a hard task. It was like looking for a tiny needle in a huge haystack when the world was about to start a big war. The task was hard and complicated. They had to find a way to get penicillin, a strong antibacterial substance, from the mold. Even with the challenges, they didn't give up. They wanted to help many people with bacterial infections. After many hours and a lot of hard work over several months, they finally did it. They managed to get pure penicillin. But they faced another big problem. The amount of penicillin they got was not enough. It was only enough to treat one sick person. The next big challenge was to make a lot of this miracle drug. They had to find a way to grow the mold in large quantities. The lack of resources made their problem even bigger. They had to think of new and creative solutions. They started using different containers like bedpans and milk bottles to grow the mold. And their smart and unusual methods worked surprisingly well. By 1943, their hard work paid off. They were making a lot of penicillin, enough for all the Allied soldiers. Penicillin worked quickly and dramatically. Infections that used to be deadly were treated quickly. Wounds that could have led to amputations started to heal. Soldiers were coming home healthy, all thanks to this amazing drug. So a simple mold became a strong weapon against harmful bacteria, helping many people on the battlefields. Penicillin, our first antibiotic, showed up over 80 years ago. It was a big deal in medicine. This amazing drug, found by accident, had a big impact on healthcare all over the world. It changed how we treat diseases and saved many lives. Even today, with many new medical treatments, penicillin is still very important in our healthcare. Penicillin is like a silent warrior. It fights small infections and big diseases. It helps us in our ongoing fight against harmful bacteria and germs. It's like a shield protecting us from the invisible enemies that threaten our health. But a big problem has come up. The misuse of antibiotics, including penicillin, has led to the growth of bacteria that are resistant. These bacteria are not affected by antibiotics anymore. This is a big threat to our health and shows why we need to use antibiotics carefully. It also shows why we need to keep researching antibiotics to find new, stronger drugs that can fight these resistant bacteria. Penicillin, found in a time without advanced science technology, shows us how determined and smart humans can be. It continues to inspire us in our fight against disease, reminding us that we can overcome big challenges. Penicillin is a lasting symbol of human cleverness and determination, and it continues to give us hope in our fight against disease. Thank you for watching our video on penicillin. We hope you found it informative and enlightening. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends and family. It's important that we spread awareness about the significance and the challenges of antibiotics in our healthcare system. And if you haven't already, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We regularly upload videos on a wide range of topics, including more medical breakthroughs, science and technology. We also encourage you to leave a comment below. What are your thoughts on the discovery, evolution, and the current state of antibiotics? Your views and opinions matter to us, and they help us create content that you find interesting. Stay tuned for our next video where we explore another fascinating medical breakthrough. Remember, knowledge is power, and by understanding more about our world, we can help shape a better future. Until next time, stay curious and keep learning.